Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Treble. Thank you for being patient. I know last week we had to hit a little bit of a pause just because life happens. Honestly, I was out of town, on vacation. And so I prepped the video, but I really didn't like how it came out. And also, I didn't really like the whole pre-planning a lot. So I think I just like sticking to like this new version of like talking about the new music, talking about what's been released recently. In today's episode, I'm actually reviewing what was released in the last few Fridays, and so I'm actually super excited about it because there's so much different music that had that has come out, and I'm so excited to share it with you. You have no idea how excited I am because it's just one of those times where like we were really dead on getting good music. Like there was really not much happening. And then from one week to the next, we were able to get a lot of great music, great albums, new singles, and all this amazing stuff. So definitely stick around and I'll catch you up on that. So first, we are starting off with some of my favorite albums that were released these past few weeks. First one, I've been listening to it for the last few days on repeat over and over and over. It's by Mexican artist Belinda. Her new album Indomita. Trying to get that right, which means indomitable in English, and it means impossible to defeat, unbeatable. So that's a very strong title that I think matches the energy of all the music she's been releasing these past few years. And so I love the fact that she actually has an album cover that's beautiful, that means something to her, and also all the visuals that she has been releasing lately, like with the visualizers, as well as with the photos, the concepts, even the videos she has been releasing for this project have been so totally different and so extravagant, really telling us a story of each song that she has released. Now, what I love about this album is has like the mixture of like reggaeton, pop, corridos, trap. It has all these different mixtures and genres and elements that honestly she cohesively has done it incredibly well, and I just can't wait what this project can do for her career because I think it's been like a 10 year 8-year type of gap between album releases, and the music industry has changed a lot since then. Honestly, even within the last like 3 to 4 years, it's completely different, and I'm so excited for her on this album. I love the fact that she is taking so much more direction in what she wants to do. She's going more into like that Mexican música mexicana direction, and how she's just elevating it to a different level. I love the fact that she even mixes música mexicana with like a pop mix into it in some of these songs. I truly think this is her best work. Honestly, it's her best work. It doesn't sound cohesive, but it sounds very well put together. Like it just sounds amazing together. Like when you listen from start to finish, it's honestly an amazing project. And honestly, I'm going to buy it on vinyl because I can listen to it from front to back, and I'm really digging the lyrics. I'm loving the production, the melodies, the visuals, everything about this whole era for her has me truly been proud to be a Belinda fan. I mean, I've been following her around since she's been young, doing movies and TV shows, and also like when she was like part of the Cheetah Girls movies, and even her old albums has really. This has been a whole totally new level, and I love to see the maturity of this really shine through this album. But first off, let's kick off with a few of the songs that I really enjoy. First one is La Mala. I love the fact that this is like a trap, reggaeton, corrido mix type of song. I love what the song represents because she talks about her being La Mala. She's the bad girl. The press society has pitted her as someone complicated to work with. And so she's just taking the role. She says, you know what? If I'm the bad girl, if I'm doing something bad, if I'm the bad person, I'll take it. And this song is where she takes control of that narrative and just makes it her own. And I think that is powerful because you're taking back basically what other people have been saying about you, and you're owning it. You know what? At the end of the day, people are gonna like you and people are not gonna like you. And so might as well just take control of that role that you choose, that people are choosing for you. And she's embracing it. You know, at the end of the day, it's mostly like self-empowerment. She's taking her control back. She's respecting herself enough to be like, you know what? That's fine. I'll take that role and I'll be the mala. I'll keep being who I am and be unapologetic. And if that makes me to be the bad person, the bad girl, then I'm just going to keep doing what I want to do. And I just love the fact that this is more self-empowerment. It's more about her taking back that ownership, her already calling herself the bad girl, la mala. Now, next is a song that I'm truly in love with. It's honestly one of her better tracks off this album. It's called Never Not Love You, featuring 30 Seconds to Mars. Now, this is the only Spanglish song, so it has English and Spanish lyrics, like true like verses, and so that's why I say Spanglish, because there's some English words thrown here and there throughout her other songs, but it's not like a full verse, you know. And I think Jared Leto really sounds well combined with Belinda's voice, and even though they're singing different languages and then eventually singing the same language in English, they sound so great together. I honestly wasn't expecting them to sound great. I'm not a big 30 Seconds to Mars fan. I know a few songs here and there, but I'm not like a true fan. And honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect. But with that unexpectation, it truly came out with a beautiful song. I love the message. This song talks about someone that you will continue to love no matter what, even after the breakup. And I think sometimes you do build those relationships, friendships, relationships, also like love interests that you will, I would say you would love forever. You know, you had such a special moment, special bond for a period amount of time. And so now that you guys are no longer together, you will always love them no matter what, even if you're not together, right? And that includes any type of relationship. Doesn't have to be just romantic. It can be friendships as well. It can be people that were in your life for maybe a couple months or maybe a couple years. And so I think this song is very beautiful. It's so vulnerable. Even like the tone, the production, it shows the vulnerability of the two artists, and it's so good. And I love the song. It's like one of my favorites. It's the only ballad song on this album. And I think where she placed it was interesting because it was towards the beginning of the track listing, which usually slower songs are towards the end. And so I think it made sense to where she put it, but also it was just an interesting placement, to say the least. But very beautiful. Still continue to listen to it. It's just so heartbreaking. Like, I cried to this song when I first heard it and really listened to the lyrics just because of how beautiful it was. Now, can I relate to it? I think I can, to an extent, not in a romantic way, but more in a friendship way. Honestly, I think that's why it really gravitated me to and really enjoy the song and want to keep replaying it over and over again. Now, the final song from this album, it's called Mírame Feliz, featuring Javi. This is my favorite song off this album. I have played this song for so many weeks already because she technically released this as a single, and I love the visuals. I love the cover that came with this single, and I talked about it in a previous video where I want artists to have beautiful covers. I want their covers to tell a story, to tell me something about them, about this era, about this single. And so she did that amazingly during this project. I just can't get enough. I'm on Twitter looking at the photos over and over, and I'm looking at the visualizers on YouTube, and they're beautiful. Like, they represent something. Like, there's also some questioning that you're asking yourself, like, whoa, what does she mean by this? Or why is she doing this? Because they're kind of extreme, and unique and extravagant. And so you're trying to figure out what this visual means. And so I think she did amazing on this song. I think Javi's voice is unique, and so it elevates the song to another level. I think his voice is just something different. He stands out. And so him with Belinda two very unique voices, because even Belinda's voice, it's unique. It doesn't really sound like anyone else. And so I think the combination of both really shines this song through. And I like the fact that this is very like storytelling type of song, where even though after the heartbreak, after the resentment, even if when the relationship ended badly, she's happy, and she will continue to be happy, and she's gonna shine through that happiness. And you know what, if she's telling the person who she broke up with or ended the relationship with that, you know what, I'm going to be happy no matter what. Look at me, I'm happy. And I think that message is so self-empowering, because it just gets you to a different level. Like, you start to realize how happy you are without that person. And honestly, it's like one of the best kind of like diss tracks in this album. And so I think this is my favorite for sure. It hasn't changed so far. It's been a couple of days, but yeah, I still keep playing this. And it's been, like I said, this song was released as a single a few weeks ago, and so it's been on repeat. So definitely check this song out. Check out the whole project. Check out the visuals, the videos. They're everywhere, even on Spotify. Like the little like videos on the songs, they're so beautiful. Check out this album if you want to give it a listen, or you want to, tip your feet into this project where you don't fully like listen to the whole album. Definitely check out the one with 30 Seconds to Mars, where you can see like what I'm talking about when it comes to her voice and the visualizers and all of the great things that come with this era. So definitely check her out. So the next project that I love is Joe Jonas, Music for the People Who Believe in Love. Now, honestly, I was shocked that Joe Jonas released an album. I knew he was going to release it, because it was delayed, I believe, twice from what I can recall. I think it was supposed to be released in November. Then it got pushed to May, and I think it was released towards the end of May. So it was supposed to be released in the beginning of May, and then it got pushed a couple of weeks. And honestly, I forgot. I honestly forgot that he was going to release an album. But you know what? I kind of like the fact that I forgot, because when I listened to this album, I was extremely impressed of everything that he was doing. I think this is more of his sound. I think this is the sound that it does sound a little bit like the Jonas Brothers, but not too much. Like, it really suited him well. I think when he added like the elements of more of the electronic pop rock sound into it, it really distinguished him from the band. Okay, so I think that's why I enjoyed it. Let's start with the song Parachute. Now, it's the third official single off the album, which I didn't really know. And so it caught me off guard. But this electro pop punk electro song reminds me kind of like an anime intro song, but it was done so well, so cool. I love just how big and loud and full of energy this song is. Feels like your head and your headphones, and kind of doesn't make you want to dance, but it makes you feel some type of way. Like, you just feel a little bit bigger. You feel a little bit like, whoa, like a ray of sunshine, I could say. And so I think this song is done very beautifully. I love the lyrics, that talks about overcoming heartbreak and entering a new relationship, and just all of the emotions that come with those two different parts in a breakup and a new relationship. So I think this big type of song really exemplified that very well, and I think it's just one of his stronger tracks. And honestly, I'm glad that he made it a single, because it is right off the bat. When it starts, it's very full of energy, and you're like, whoa, what am I listening to? Like I said, it sounds like an anime intro, but it's just sound perfectly. He sounds great. I love this song. I think it's one of his most bright, full songs in this project, and I could not put it on this list, to be honest. So next we have Only Love, and this pop rock exemplifies like the hesitations and complexities when it comes to falling in love with someone new or falling in love again. It has this electric guitar, percussions, and Joe's confidence vocals that just shine throughout the song. And along with the topic, it just makes it one of those great love songs. I think what makes this song stand out from the rest of the track listing, it has this unique like swagger, emotion, confidence within the song that sounds like nothing else on this project. And I think it's just one of those songs that I can actually go back and just want to play it. This one is done great, and like I said, it has like this unique swagger. It gives you that confidence. He sounds like groovy. He sounds like kind of like he exudes confidence with this song. And I think that's why I really gravitate towards it and want to play constantly over and over again. So definitely check the song out. The final song I'll be talking about, it's called What We Are, featuring Brazilian superstar Luisa Sonza. And this song caught me by surprise. I love the fact that it has both English and Portuguese lyrics. And so it has like this groovy, rhythmic, atmospheric feel to it, which kind of leans more into like a Latin R&B song, like just by the production. And so I think this is just one of his stronger tracks. Like I said, it's also stands out because nothing else on the project sounds like this. A lot of this project is very cohesive, but just some songs do stick out where it elevates it to a different level. And I think this one's like a perfect example of leaning more into like a Latin groove, Latin R&B song. And honestly, they had an amazing collaboration. It was something I wasn't expecting for them to sound great together. And not to say together, because Luisa is actually a great artist. I don't listen to her a lot. I do listen to her when she's featured like on Mexican artists or English artists, and she sounds great, but I don't really like go and listen to her own music. But like I said, it was a unique collaboration because I didn't even know in this world that Joe Jonas knew who she was, just because of how different the two artists are. But they actually came together and made a beautiful song. I just love it. I can't get enough of this differently. So I love also the fact that this song talks about the feeling of excitement and curiosity that one has in the beginning stages of finding a new romance, a new love. You're trying to meet someone new. And I think that's what makes it even better, is because of the message. Like, I know Joe Jonas has been through like a divorce and life change. And so that must be hard on anyone. Doesn't matter your age. When you do go through that heartbreak, when you go through that separation, and then now you're starting somewhat new, there is a lot of emotions there. A lot of emotions there that you need to process and uncertainties. But at the same time, with life, you have to continue no matter what. And so you need to continue and try to find your person. I think that's just beautiful. No matter what stage in life you are or that you have, everyone wants to find their person. And I think this song it's so beautiful. It's one that I go back to all the time. And I think it's just one of his better hits in general in all his discographies. All right, the last and final album I'll be talking to you about is Miss Miley Cyrus, Something Beautiful. If you didn't catch last week's episode where I dive deep into some of my favorite tracks of Miley's discography, go check that out. It's honestly so cool to go back and kind of like review and do some research on that, because I'm like, man, I forgot about this song. Man, I forgot this is my favorite song off Breakout. This is my favorite song off Meet Miley Cyrus, like the older projects, because it's been a while since I listened to them. And so it was fun to do that research for that video. But back to Something Beautiful. Honestly, this album, I just can't wait to see the full visuals, because as of the time of this recording, I have not seen the full visuals. I do have to say this. This album is meant for you to listen to from front to back. It's not meant for you to pick a song and just play it. Like, I don't see this album as like a hit single album. Like, this album is an experience. You're supposed to listen to the whole thing. You're supposed to see the whole thing whenever she releases like her movie that goes along with it. And I think that's why I like it, but I don't love it. It's a great project. It's a beautiful project. Don't get me wrong. It's just one of those projects that I feel like you have to listen to front and back, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, there are a few songs where I'm like, yes, I can definitely go back and, listen to these maybe, but I've been having a really hard time to choosing a song to go back and listen to, because I feel like I just have to listen to the whole thing. And it's kind of weird because I don't really have this type of mentality when it comes to a project, especially for someone like Miley Cyrus, which she has hits under her belt. And honestly, I don't think she has a really big hit with this album, which at the end, it doesn't matter, because I feel like she has established herself enough in the music industry to where you don't need the hits. You just need to put out great music and the fans will love it and stream it and support it. And especially if it's extra good. they're going to continue to support you no matter what. So definitely check out Something Beautiful. Let's start off with Every Girl You Ever Loved featuring Naomi Campbell. This funk pop song feels so cool listening to it. I just can't believe that she got a supermodel. Okay, a supermodel to be featured on this song. Now, she's not really like singing on this song. She's more like speaking and kind of like doing a little bit of like background vocals. Not like vocals, but she's saying like words in the background while as Miley is singing. So is it a feature? It is a feature, right? She's featured on it. I know she's on the video because I've seen the teaser of it. So hopefully we get the video soon. But yeah, it's a great track. I love it. It's funky. It has this like funk pop 80s feel to it. The only thing I don't like about this song is that it's like super long. It's like really, really long. Ideally, I think if she would have stopped it at that 3-minute 10-second mark, this would have made the song perfect. Like honestly, it's perfect. I know there's more storytelling that comes with the song if you listen to it after, but I think it's just that would have been the perfect length, you know? Other than that, it's a great song. I love it. I can't wait to see the video and really see what, you know, Miley's vision was with this project because, like I said, she's releasing this as a visual album, although the video isn't out yet, like the whole set. We can't wait for that. So Miley, come on, girl. We want it. Second song that I'll be talking about is More to Lose. Now, I did talk about More to Lose, I believe, in another video. I can't recall, to be honest. I feel like this is one of her most vulnerable songs to date. And I know that it's about Liam. Okay? I know it's about Liam. She says that most of the songs that she has written after their breakup has about breakups and stuff like that have been about Liam. And you know what? Some artists, some people just have to go through that process. It can take months or years for someone to move on. You know, it takes a while for some people, and that's okay. And I love that she's making like her best music after that because she's being vulnerable. She's being raw. She's giving us real details of what happened. And not to say she needs to, but it's she's doing something beautiful with it. Like she's making the best music that she can with what happened with her life experiences. And I think that's the best way an artist can connect with their fans is when they're being real and true with lyrics, visuals. You know, they're being real with things that they're going through and writing about and talking about it in interviews. So I think that's why people are really enjoying this era. It's because she's being vulnerable with this. Now, the last song I'll talk about from this project, it's called Easy Lover, which is her last official single. Now, I don't know if it's her last official single from this project, but we did get Easy Lover, the video, along with the release of this project. So I think this song's really cool. Now, I will say this is not Song of the Summer, okay? It's not Song of the Summer. People keep saying like, oh, she came to save the summer. This is our summer song. I'm sorry. It's not Song of the Summer. It's a great song and I love it, but it doesn't give me that summer vibe. You know, it does give me like that feeling of like groovy and fun. Like it makes me want to like strut or like it makes me feel like confident, but it doesn't make me feel like it's summer, right? I was expecting something more pop. It is a little bit more pop than most of the other tracks. But it's just it's not. It's like Miley Cyrus pop, and which is great. Like I said, I love this song, but it's not a Song of the Summer. I keep seeing all over Twitter like she came to save summer. I love the project. Don't get me wrong. I love the project. I love the song, but I don't think it's summer like material. It doesn't sound like summer. And maybe I'm saying it like this only because we currently don't have like a summer song or like a feeling of a summer song. We're kind of waiting for an artist to release something because at least last year we kind of had like Charlie XCX, we had Sabrina's Espresso. You know, we had songs like that made it feel like it was summer. So I think that's why like, you know, people are saying it is and some people are saying it's not because it doesn't feel like summer. But anyways, Easy Lover is a great track. I love this. I love the fact that the song talks about like difficulties that one can have, you know, in relationships just because the person that you're with, it's not emotionally available and they're going through like their own shit and it's hard for you to love them and it's hard for you to show them how much you care because they're going through their own emotions and you can't help it. So you're not easy to love, right? Which brings us back to the title, Easy Lover. You're not an easy lover. So I like that because sometimes we need to hear from the outside perspective that maybe that person's not ready to be in a relationship. Go listen to it. Go listen to this project. It's beautifully done. It's amazing. I just can't wait, like I said, to see all the visuals like in her movie and just really give us like that Miley Cyrus that we all love, like a grown-up version. You know, I think this project reminds me of like a elevator version, mature version of like Younger Now and Plastic Hearts, like a combo of that. And so I think this album, this whole project, this whole era is going to do well for her. Maybe it's not chart topping, quote unquote, only because I've seen people really downplay it and really talk negative about this project. But if you pay attention to the lyrics and pay attention to it as a project and not just like an album where like which one are the hits, trust me, it's beautiful. You would want to go back and listen to it. All right, guys. So next, let's talk about some singles that have been released the last few weeks. Let's just talk about 3. I know this video is getting a little bit long, but let's talk about 3. Okay, so first off, Miss Tate McRae. Okay, Just Keep Watching from the F1 album soundtrack. Man, this song is my second favorite song from her that she's released this year. First song is Sports Car. Sports Car is top tier from Tate. Nothing else has beat it that she has released so far from this like era that she's in. And so I think this one just is like right up there. Okay, Sports Car, Just Keep Watching. Right? So it's right up there. But this song just exudes confidence. Like she is just commanding the room, commanding the industry. She's establishing herself as an actual pop artist. And I think this song just elevates his verse. Like if you listen to it, you can hear the confidence. I have no other way to say it. Like she just has that like unapologetic feeling. She's being who she is. She's saying, just keep watching what I'm doing because I am not done. This is just me getting started. And that's the type of confidence that just exudes from the song, from the video. Guys, the video, oh my gosh, the visuals are great. I love the video. I think it's just, like I said, it's like top tier. Like I feel like that song should have been on her last album. So close to what I love this. This is one of her better tracks. She's doing amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, Tate. Like you are killing it. Honestly, if people are talking shit to you, don't play them this song. Tell them to keep watching you. Keep watching what you're doing because you are just getting started. So definitely go check out this song. It's just like I said, it's one of her most like top tier songs she has released this year so far. Okay, next we're going to talk about Miss Karol G, Latina Forever. Now, this pop reggaeton song is just so addictive. It has this catchy chorus. I love the lyrics. There's been some controversy when it came to this song just because it's super like sexualized, especially when it comes to the video. And some people aren't understanding it. Some people are saying it just sounds the same as everything else. Supposedly it's coded as a female empowerment song, but it's not. It's just putting women down, which, you know what, after doing some research, I feel like it's just been, she's just trying to release good music. She's trying to release that summer song, right? I think this is a summer song in the Latin space. Now I think it's just one of those tracks that sometimes you think it's a good thought, but maybe it's not. But hey, like who cares? Like it's a fun song. The chorus is fun. The video is fun. Some people say it's like super sexualized, which I can see. But I mean, that's always been some part of the music industry, and some people do it all the time. And we just can't be pick and choose what artists can do that. And so it's just, like I said, it's just catchy, right? It's just catchy. She's just creating a space for Latin women. And I think that's what this song is all about. It's having that Latina pride. I think what this exudes is self-empowerment and self-love. So like I said, guys, go listen to this song. It's super catchy. It's fun. It feels like summer when I listen to the song. I'm glad she released it because we needed something like that in the English space or like pop space, but we needed that also in the pop Latino reggaeton space because I feel like that's also lacking. Like we're not getting like that summer vibe type of song. So definitely check that one out. Next, we are talking about Miss Sabrina Carpenter, Man Child. Now this country pop disco song has a unique sound, but that fits Sabrina well, if that makes sense. And it feels like it's something that Sabrina has done before. It's right in her lane. Now, one thing we don't know about the song is we don't know if it's the first official single of her next album or if it's just like a standalone single that she's just releasing, because we were missing like the summer song. And I think a lot of people were thinking this was going to be the summer song, but I don't think it is. It gives me, it doesn't give me summer. It gives me like more like this. It gives not disco. It gives me more like country feel. It doesn't give me that summer vibe that we were all waiting for. Now, I like this song. I think it's quirky. I think the lyrics are so humorous. She's talking about like she's like making fun of her ex, and not just because he's an ex, he's an mature ex. And I think that plays very well with the type of lyrics that she has done in Short and Sweet, her last album. And it kind of fits Short and Sweet, to be honest. So I feel like it was a track that was supposed to be on that project, which is not a bad thing. Like I said, I really enjoy this song, but it's just one of those songs that I think people had higher expectations, and it didn't meet that standard. I said, I love this song. Love the song. It's so cool, quirky. It has like that country pop type of beat. It's just great, but it doesn't give me summer. And I think that's what a lot of people were expecting. They were expecting like a pop summer anthem from her, but we really didn't get that. Something like Espresso, that was something that people were expecting, and we didn't get that. But like I said, the song is fun. It's quirky. It's like humorous. It kind of reminds me of Nonsense in a sense, but more country, more funky than that, because it has like those playful lyrics. So definitely check out Sabrina Carpenter's Man Child if you have not. Trust me, you're gonna have fun with it. You don't expect summer song, expect more of a little bit of a country pop sound, and you'll be okay. Still a great song. And the last song I want to talk about will be from Rascal Flatts. It's called What Hurts You the Most, featuring the Backstreet Boys. Now, this song comes off their Life is a Highway fully reloaded? Oh, Life is a Highway fueled duets. So what they're doing is they're creating a project. They created a project, not creating. They created a project where they have some of their old hits and remixed it with artists that they love. One of them being the Backstreet Boys, which I didn't even know this song existed. And I guess it was released like months ago. And I was like, where was I? Where was I on, like, I don't get it. Like, I love Rascal Flatts. I think even like their last few projects I've enjoyed, and I don't know why I didn't really keep up with them. But anyways, I think it's beautiful that they fulfilled a dream from collaborating with Backstreet Boys, because they say they were fans of them. I think it's cool to see that full circle, like two different boy groups, or not boy groups, two different like bands coming together, and vocally, honestly, they sound great. I really did like this duet. I wasn't expecting like something like huge and big. I knew it was going to be something like more chill and calm. And honestly, I did enjoy it. It's my favorite track off this new duet album so far. And it's just one of those tracks that you want to go listen to, because not only do they sound great together, and it gives it like an extra flair with the new voices from Backstreet Boys, but the message is beautiful. Basically, it talks about like, don't wait to tell someone how much you care for them, because you don't know how long they're going to be here. And I think we all can relate that, because eventually we are all going to not be here. And so I think it's best for us to really express ourselves. Don't hold ourselves back. Express your feelings. Tell the people you love that you love them. So I think that's the message of this song. Like I said, it's beautiful. It's just another level. It's elevated because of the new voices of Backstreet Boys. And I think they did a great job combining both of their voices, like both of the group voices together. And it's one of the stronger tracks off this album. Well, there you have it, guys. This week's new music releases. Well, not this week's, right? It's been a few weeks. And so thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Go like, subscribe, give this show a 5-star rating. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to really grow this. I love this. I love doing the projects. I love doing the videos. I love everything that has to do with this podcast. It's truly one of my biggest passions in life, and I just can't wait to see more of the community growth. I already get some DMs where like, hey, I really liked it, or I agree with this, but I don't agree with this. And it's great to have those musical conversations, because that's something I love to talk about. I love to talk about music. Now, a lot of people don't really have my music taste, just because I'm kind of like all over the place. And so people in my life that I see in person don't really have the same taste as I do. But if you do, DM me. Love to hear from you. Go, like I said, go like, subscribe. Tell me down in the comments what was your favorite, what wasn't your favorite, who did I miss? You know, that's also one of the things that I would love to hear from you. So, guys, I'll see you later. Remember, say it louder. It's only Treble.